All right. I have to confess. Take two. Okay, so I attempted the mini fashion, fail. I got exactly the same. You might as well just go watch the other video. It's a good video, but I'm not going to show you a second video as funny as what it was. The fact that I got exactly the same items in it. Not happy. Jan. It's an Australian thing. Look it up. Anyway, so I decided I'm bringing out the fidgets because I've been meaning to do this for a very long time because I'm princess today. So basically, apologies. Go to the mini fashion video with the ball, and it's got the little handbag and the little boots and the little belt. Lovely. Second time round, not so lovely. Anyway, moving on. Not going to let it get to me. Wiping my mind, even though the big C is kicking my butt right now, really hard. I went out today for the first time in weeks, and it was weird. It was bizarre. I saw the outside world. I saw my hallway. I also had my blood drawn for my heart specialist, which I'm seeing this week apparently, because you know they just ring and snap their fingers, and I'm supposed to just be there and get a certain blood test done a certain amount of days before and blah blah blah. Yeah, that's my life. Anyway, it's rather rude really. 2 weeks notice please. Good movie that one, 2 weeks notice. That man's rather handsome. In the sense of he's funny. He's very, very funny man. But anyway, sirens. It's a long weekend in Perth, Western Australia this weekend. So people are getting up to a lot of mischief. Anyway, so seeing as though I can't show you another mini fashion haul, sorry, got the same items, go look at the other video because it's just going to be the same. I thought that I'd move on. I'm finding it really hard because I'm autistic, and it's not hard. It's not hard. It is hard to switch and just go, that didn't happen. It did. It really, really did. And it was really, really funny. Kind of, sort of, not really. It's getting hot here. Straighten my crown and move on because I'm the boss of my life. Not really. I think my body controls my life. Anyway. Just want to show you something that I got today as a treat. What?
No.
As a treat, because I saw it once before, and Sir said, that would be good for you. You would enjoy that. And I said, no. And then I was like, regret. So today, I've had the big C. I have suffered, and I have suffered, and I have suffered. Have I mentioned I've suffered? I've suffered. Seriously, it's really hit me hard, and I'm really quite annoyed because it feels like this glandular fever thing again. Anyway, I don't have a good immune system. It's called 22q. It's a problem. It's a big problem. Anyway, I got this today from Kmart. So I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for sure. 5 for sure. Happy with them, right? I get some cereal. I get what they call it like a griddle thing. It's like, anyway, you'll see 7 separate videos on this. This is kind of, it's resin actually. So it's in line with my resin art, but it's not as good as my resin art. My resin art's more fun. I've got pizza, I've got a ice cream like bowl sundae thing, and a very nice, special, refreshing lemonade, like the old-fashioned lemonade. So this is a closer look. This is available at Kmart. You get 2 surprises and 5 for sures. I think I like that now that I had the mini fashion repeated twice. I'm actually not regretting this decision at all. Can I emphasize that enough? I think I did. I need my talking stick. Anyway, so I'm going to take this off because the princess thing is just, it's, you know what? I kind of like, I quit being a princess today. It's hard enough just being upright. I have had my support coordinator. I have had meetings. Blood draw. I've been to Kmart. And this is after weeks of nothingness, of just suffering. So this is fun, right? Let's have some fun. Boom. This is my fidget box. Because they get put in rotation because you don't want to get bored. Okay? You need repetition to a certain extent, but then in the other extent you need different fidgets for different occasions, for different locations. Weird, I know, but it's just a thing. Anyway, let me show you number one. This one is super cool. This one has many things you can do with it. You can make it like go like almost like a mini tornado in there. And I'm a glitter person, so naturally that. And if you're a glitter person and you're at work, put that on your desk. Do that with it when you're trying to, if you're an ADHD and you're trying to think and you need to calm the mind by going, okay, there's too many thoughts, so if I focus on this and just try and think of what I need to be doing, it does actually help. So I use this as a focus tool and it's glitter. Have I emphasized that enough? No, it's glitter. Anything glitter for me is, it's in. It's in. If it's glitter, you're welcome here. Right, so there's that. There's this one from Kmart, which I'm not going to pull it apart because then I'll get frustrated with my OCD and have to put it back together again, and I might not get to sleep tonight. So I'm not doing that. But basically, this has one little spare spot. So you move them all around, a bit like a Rubik's Cube, and then you try and get them back together again. That's a good one. I personally like this one. I am very much, all of my fidgets, except for certain material that seems to just feel comfortable in my hand, has to be smooth. It's just a me thing. Everyone's different with preferences of fidgets. Then if I need something that I can manipulate, right? Something that makes me like, oh, I'm really just frustrated. I need to stay focused. I can't escape the situation. I can't go do 1,000 things. I have to do this thing and it has to be done now because it's not in my control. I cannot get away from the situation. I have to confront my responsibilities because I'm an adult and I have responsibilities. So this one is the simple square ones. You can get them in many different colors and sizes as well. I think I've seen like bigger ones and ones in different shapes, but I haven't tried those yet. But this one, it manipulates in many different ways. And I'm telling you, well, for me, it calms my brain so I can zone in on what I'm having to do, because obviously, like any ADHD, if it's not something that I value, then it's not interesting, then my brain goes, I just don't care. I just don't care. And that's not a good thing because society says, no, that's not acceptable. I know, right? They ruin everything. This society people, whoever they are. Is anyone normal? Right, Slinky. This in Australia is available at City Beach. Mine's a bit broken, but I have a spare. I'm not stupid. When I have a favourite thing, the immediate thing I do is get a second one. I probably never use the second one and keep the broken one. But I always have a second one. You'll see that soon. But basically this one I got a little bit overexcited or stressed. Don't know what. But something went wrong there. And trust me, I've tried all of, nothing works. But this bit's still quite fine. So it's satisfactory for me. So this is a mini Slinky, metal. I don't think the plastic lasts. They're fun to play with. Sorry, my nose is still a little bit there. They are yeah, the plastic ones are okay, but I'm just saying they don't last, and they don't have that same sound, and they don't have that same movement, right? These metal ones flow. These ones I found new at Kmart. Very simplistic though, like very simplistic. There's a biscuit one I've got in my car, and this one is the donut one. It's magnetic, so you just kind of, I worry that the noise will bother everybody else. For me, I'm very much a sound stimming person. I like a sound. I really don't mind my preferred sounds. But you know, I've learned with social stories that there's people around me that don't appreciate the same sounds. Kind of a problem. But basically, we must live harmonious. So if it annoys someone else, this one could be a problem. But this was so cheap from Kmart. It's a little donut, magnetic, and it moves like that and then moves back together with the force. So, and then there's a biscuit that comes with it. So, there's that one. That one's not really that exciting, but it's satisfactory. But like I said, noisy. So if you're in a waiting room, you're going to get a few stares. I even get stares just with this one. There's a lot of people that kind of like, freak. Yeah, because here I am there sitting in my wheelchair with my headsets on because it's so noisy. I like to be in quietness. You wouldn't think so, would you? Seems to be I can make the noise, but no one else can. I am very egocentric. It's an autistic thing, okay? We don't intend to. So for anyone that I have inflicted egocentric, what is the word? Egocentric, I guess. I apologize because I don't like going into that way, but I just forget about everybody else around me. It's a problem. It's a social problem for me. I try my absolute best because I feel the guilt if I realize that there's a need that someone else has had and I have missed it. I have totally not seen it. Guilt. Days of guilt. Anyway, this one, magnetic again. You're going to see a theme with me. I'm into magnets. Okay, I was the kid that, like, you know, you get those big magnets at school and you go, right, okay, and I'm going around the classroom and the teacher's like, no, just what's on the desk, please. No, I'm going around the classroom going, what is magnetic? Oh, the windowsill. Oh, that was good. The door frame. That was good. Yes, I was a interesting child for a teacher, I think. And because I was a good kid, but just weird and did behaviours without permission because I was like, I guess that Sheldon Cooper, the child version, is kind of true. We kind of walk around like we're mini adults and it's kind of obnoxious. But anyway, I was just like, you've got this big magnet, like I'm just going to go around the whole classroom and see what it picks up. And the teacher's like, I just want you to pick up what's on the table. I'm like, that's no fun. Anyway, so this one's a magnet, so it comes with a, and that's how tight it is. A ball, and then you've got another circular disc here, and they connect, and you can use one hand. That's the good thing about this one. So if you're having to do something else with your other hand, or you're wanting to be discreet because you don't want people to think that you have autism at all, which us that try and sometimes mask and fail, but try, sometimes you're in situations you just want to be a little bit more subtle. This is a good one. And look how pretty it is. It's actually a nice one to just leave lying around because it's actually decorative as well. Good coffee table thing, I reckon, personally. I mean, boredom otherwise. Next, this one. This one has little bits that move, right? So, two corners of it. So this one is not much manipulation involved, so that can get a bit boring. But spinny, spinny, sound, I like it. I personally think this is gorgeous. And the colour choices you have is a variety. I love this one. So very heavy though, very heavy. So even if you put it in your handbag, my handbag is not so much focused on the purse and keys and things, because I don't have a license, because the neurologist took that from me. But basically, I have Fidgets, because what else do I need? He's got the card. Anyway, so another Fidget. This one here, it's got ball bearings in it. Anyway, I can't really do it here. There's a lot of spinny things you can do. Or if you're like me, I just like doing that. Like, that's how simple. But once again, very noisy. Might be obnoxious if you're around people and they might look at you and go, I like quiet. You know, those kind of people. Real serious people that don't even know how to kindly ask you to be like, shh. So anyway, then again, I was one of those people when I was doing my exams, and I would always sit with my friends from university, and university is serious. Okay, you've got people walking up and down the aisles. You cannot go to the toilet unless you really need to, because they all think you're going to cheat. So basically, apparently people write it on the insides of the toilet rolls. Genius, isn't it? I mean, I would never do it. I'm a rule abider. But I'm just saying, genius. Writing on the inside of the toilet roll. Huh. And then apparently people write it on their body and pull up their... Wow. I mean, why not just make you go in there in your bathers? Oh, that could get real bad. Okay, but basically, it's strict. It's like TE, and if you're in America, it's your finals of high school, okay? It's the big exams. Not that I know anything about those. I didn't do those. I did different pathways to university. But I'm just saying, I had them go up and down, and yes, there was a friend of mine, and we got on very well. Very well. She was very good with my autism. She was very kind of protective and looked after me, and she would always say, put your journal articles away because everybody's going to come in a minute. Because now in hindsight, I realized she was protecting me from my research that I'd done, because she knew that people were taking advantage of it. So anyway, but she had this bangle. She had this firm bangle that she wore every single day. Maybe she was autistic, I don't know. But anyway, it would bang on the desk, right? It would just bang on the desk, and I'd be like, ugh, couldn't concentrate. And so I tried to sit away from her, and I think she was thinking like, what's up? What's up? You know, like, and I'm like, nothing. It's all good. I just want to sit over here. Oh, weird, but true, okay? True story. So this one, spinner, not just a spinner, metal, good ball bearings. Hang on, that wasn't a good beginning. These are everywhere for me. I had them in the, look, my glove box in the car in front of me, lots of these, repetitive of these things too, some of them. So, yes, fidget spinner is always a good go-to. Then you've got, oh, that's a little excitable, isn't it? Magnets, right? Now, I like just doing this, but like in Australia, we have things called cheesels and burger rings. And when you're a kid, you'd always put them on your fingers and lick them off. It's pretty disgusting when you think about it. It's pretty disgusting, and no wonder why we were always sick with all these bugs and germs and German measles and yeah. Anyway, in our days, it was brutal. It was just like, yep, just sickness and sunstroke. It's all normal. It's part of being Australian. Get used to it. It's like, I don't like it. Anyway. They're magnetic, so let me take them off and show you what they really do. See how they just attach, holding one of them, and you can just manipulate them in many different ways. Now, I actually use it as a decoration on my lamp. I've got a metal lamp, and I stick them in nice patterns, and then I can just take them off when I want to play with them. So this, cool. You can get them in different colors as well. So now let's go to the, That's just what lives around me. Okay? This is the magician's box. Boom. Now, most people that are turning 50 probably have makeup in here. I have Fidgets. Yep, that's me. Don't know why I need the mirror. There's another donut. Yummy. Right, so let me show you. Get my hair stuck. How did you get stuck in their hair? Right, now I've got Tamagotchi. Good Traveller. Good Traveller, that one. It can die, but you can bring it back to life. Just check your batteries. Make sure your batteries are good. That's good for travelling. Then I've got little Stretchy. He looks like a balloon dog. Hang on, let me stand him up. He's a little balloon doggy. He's pink. And look at him. Yep, so basically, he's cool. He's cute. Now, this is a twofer. This is not only good to just play with, these two wrist bracelets, but if ever you're feeling anxious, and this is good for students of any kind, right? I wish I had it. And straight away, the weight of these on my wrists, I feel like Superwoman because I feel grounded. Just like when you walk bare feet in the earth, it does something to your body, and it's to do with the electricity in your body actually. So there is actually a feeling that you'll get, but I'm just saying the weight of this, like a weighted blanket, if you have to go to an exam or just to school and you just have that, school, this is trauma for me, I'm autistic. That's what you put on, right? You can get these wrist straps in different colors, different places. Now these ones actually had a little connected thing on it. I just ripped it off and chucked it away because it's, well, that is for children. I don't need that bit. I just need to feel grounded sometimes around my wrists. I've got a lap weighted blanket and I've got a full body weighted blanket because for me, it just works. You put a weighted blanket on me and I'm like, it's nap time. That's what happens to me. It's just instant. So basically, they are too good to be true. Hard to get off though, and you've got to, anyway, highly recommend them for students. Really, really good. Okay, so what else? And these are just the biscuit kinds of the magnets, same ones as I showed you before with the donuts. Now, this one is an old, now these ones are just from a little mini fidget box, which are little toy ones.
This is your Google Nurse.
Useless.
Dyan, take your sleeping tablets.
No, I don't think so. It's Friday night and no, Google Nurse, zip it. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
One amazing joke coming your way. What does a frog do if his car breaks down? He gets it towed away.
That's a dad joke. Hey Google, what is a quote of yours?
Philip Adams said, unless you're willing to have a go, fail miserably, and have another go, success won't happen.
That is very true, boys and girls. If you don't give it a go, you will never know. Right, so this was that simple game in my day, and I know it's come back a few times, and you just do different things with it. Now, when I was a kid, they were never as gorgeous as this. They're just elastic that was like white. Boring, but very satisfying on the fingers, and I was the master of it. And I would play with others where they go in and they manipulate it too, and I was the one that would do all those things and do the singing of those, because the Echolalia, it was the best thing ever. It's a stem, it's Echolalia, it was a acceptive thing between a friend. So it's like you're having a friend as an autistic. It's like, wow, we are sharing echolalia and a stim here. You know, the clapping of hands and the singing of all the songs. I was the expert at that. And with my peers that I would speak to, because they were on my level, then that was just the best thing ever, guys. It was the best thing ever. And I hope the kids are still doing it now, because for an autistic ADHD kid, it's good for you. Helps you make friends too. So let me put some of the things back that I've shown you so I don't get mixed up on what I haven't shown you. Right, so these are emotions cards, but I'll get to them in a minute. First, I have one little wormy. He's pretty cool. He's a key ring, so he's easy to grip. He moves and manipulates, can shake it as well. I like this one. He's pretty cute. Very easy to drop, which is actually kind of makes me laugh, lightens my mood. But look, it's green and pink. It's my colour scheme. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. But my colour scheme is green and pink. Yes. Boom. Right. Then I have this little cookies case because, like my grandfather would say, oh, here comes the cookie monster. Me. Like the one on the TV show Sesame Street. That was me. I liked my cookies, and my pa would always say, that's enough cookies now. And I'd give him a smile of like, oh, as if like one more. And normally I'd get one more from him, but that was it. But anyway, cookie, cookie, cookie. Oh no, I'm out of cookies. Anyway, these cookies have little faces on them. Anyway, it's just super cute. It's just super stimmy. And it's soft. And it's cookies. So that's that. Then this is my plastic slinky. There's also a visual stim because if you can see the colours, there's colours involved. So visual stim, and like I said, it's a bigger slinky, yes, but it's not as good as the metal ones personally. But try the different ones yourself because everybody is different, right? Fidgets are a personable thing. These, everything to me, everything to me. I love these. You just twist it into a now I can't do it because the pressure's on. Into a bracelet and just kind of just put it aside and get things done, but then pick it up when you're like, trying to concentrate and trying not to get distracted. Very good to have on hand. I also have, boom, in the car and at home, a double one. These are connectable. I could keep connecting, these together and together and together and together. It's never ending what you can do with it. So I've got that. I actually forgot about that one because that's my most common grab. And then I've also got 3 of these are collectibles. They have also 2 of them on my swing. One of them's here right next to my bed. Basically, they all have something you can fiddle with there. This one's the fruits one, so I've got like an apple, a strawberry, a pineapple, and then a little Hawaiian surfer girl. I don't know, tropical fruits, I guess. Tropical, right? So anyway, oh my goodness, that just fell down. Well, I do wish I lived in tropical, but I'm in WA, which is just as nice as Queensland, but I wish I was living in Queensland. But anyway, my grandfather was going to choose Queensland. Why didn't you? Anyway, because WA's not too good. It was when you were here. It's not anymore. Anyway, just kind of the run-of-the-mill. Once again, the problem is it's noisy. And as much as I want to do this in waiting rooms for specialists, because I hate hospitals with a passion, everyone in the waiting room would hate me. So that can't be a thing. How's the time going? Right, I have to be quick now because I'm just rambling. Ball, squeezy ball, changes colour when you squeeze, right? Soft, sometimes a little bit sticky, but it doesn't stay sticky on your hand. Then I've got like a stretchable one that's kind of similar to that, but you can do more than just squeeze. You can stretch him. He stretches. Now their faces do eventually always remove off, but then I just replace it basically. So there's that one. This one is a visual stim. I don't know if you can see that. So that's that. And then there's always the marble one. I have to be careful with this one personally because it's not smooth, and I've got very thin skin with my Danlos, so it's very easy to rub off my skin. So I find that this mesh is a little bit too harsh on my sensitive fingers. And here's my spare slinky. It's exactly like this, that I'll probably never use because it's too special. I know. I'm a Fruit Loop. Okay. 2 visual stims. These are great if you're an office person. Just put one of these there and just take a break and clear your mind and focus on it. Focus, focus, focus. Twist it over. Look at the other colour. Look at the... And guess what? It's green and pink. Accident? No. Okay, this one didn't get choice to do the colour thing because it just was what it was. This one, oh, that's a cyclone in there. And then if you let it go gently, this is actually, now, I actually was asked by Sir, right, we were going through a few that we bought at the time as this one. And he said, what do you think of this one? And I said, oh, it's a little bit frustrating because I've got to sit there and I've got to wait for it to all calm down to see it. And he goes, isn't that the point? And I looked at the label and I went, and it said it was to teach patience. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Not for me. But you know what? When I know that the PDA is a problem, patience. I try. I try, okay? I'm an honest person. Look at that. Sometimes you get a win. That is pretty specky. What's taking place right now? It's pretty awesome. Boom. But I'm just saying, patience is not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not me at all. But when I'm a PDA, okay? I know that a lot of people talk about this, and make sure you do your latest research on PDA because it's not what you think it is. It is so not what you think it is. And I realise that I am the antithesis of a PDA. Yeah. So I'm a problem. Anyway, what's in here? I don't even remember. Oh, these are just all my different stretchies. So I normally do that twisty thing. I don't know, that's just my weird thing. I have many different colours. Smooth, twisted, bubbly, like got little dimples on it. You could say nipples, but that would be inappropriate sounding, wouldn't it? And that's my little magician's bag. Okay, so the last little one here before I wrap up, we have 2 Steves. He's the same Steve, shh, but one's a bit bigger than the other. But Steve, sorry. Now, I wish he was real. I really do. But basically, these are my friends. Okay. I do have to have them in the right position. So these are, okay, Big Steve is a little bit of a problem. But I just love him. Look at him. His little paws. His little baby paws. Anyway, the mini one, which I used to have a lot of them, but he's the last one. And this whoopsie daisy. I just dropped my crown as well, but, oh, and Steve. No, Steve. Oh my God. Okay, I am a terrible vlogger. Terrible. Right. Why are you now on an angle? You're top heavy of fidgets. Okay, it's going to do it again. I know it is. All right, I'm going to put you. It's going to close on my hand. You're rather aggressive, you know. You're very aggressive. You really are aggressive. Okay, so basically Medium Steve is a bit of a problem. Mini Steve, I quite find comfort in him being there. I just wish he was real. But I don't think a real one would appreciate just sitting on my arm all day. But anyway, that's my Steves. And of course, you know, basically Steve comes from, yes, the good old, let's just put some weighted things in here. Because it's just all falling apart on me now. Okay, heavy things in there. Let's just, whoopsie daisy, do it. What else goes in there? Aha, you go in there. Right, that should help, guys. So basically, along with Steve, is I have more of these. These ones are my favorite. These are my go-to. They're smooth. New. Okay. I just love these. These are my favorite things. Not all at once. However, I must admit, this is actually rather satisfying, having them all at once. Anyway, so they are in that bag. They are my favorite, the smooth ones. Steve's go in there. So Steve is after Steve Irwin is what I was trying to say. This is a bracelet. Now this is the soft, same stuff as those stretchy rubber, but this is like little pom-poms that are very soft bristles, because like I said, I don't like anything rough or hurting on my fingers because of my skin. So basically this you can just, look, it depends where you're going. I don't wear this to certain places because they'll probably look at me and go, really? What is that? But it really just, it's very satisfying for whatever reason. I'm assuming that's why it's a fidget, but just like, it's very satisfying for me. So this one is a go-to as well. So I have many go-tos, and the last thing that I have, which isn't really a fidget, but goes with the whole autism super box, superpower box, is basically my emotions cards. And this comes from the Creative Sprout, which I will tag their company into this video just in case you want these cards. I'm not sponsored, but I'm just saying they're just awesome cards. So these are what the cards are. And green is good, blue is changing, and then amber is like, ooh, things are getting a bit tricky. And the red is like, oh dear, you're in a lot of trouble. You're not really doing so good. Maybe there needs some decompression time before you burn out. So you have basically, now pretty silly that there's faces on it, but I'm assuming we're supposed to learn those faces. Well, some of them still look the same, okay? There is so many that look the same to me, and it's just, I mean, content and happy, content and calm. How do I know the difference? That face expression is the same, right? You could look tired, but you could also look like a little bit excited. You could be embarrassed, but you could also be frustrated. I don't know. These are my problems. So anyway, what I do when I'm feeling some feels and I go, I don't know what I'm having. What's this thing? Because I'm a robot. So it feels like when you have autism. An alien from a different planet, and you're like, something's wrong. Like a car, you know, like something's just malfunctioning. So I pick 3 cards and I give it to Sir. We do a bit of a social story and we try and work out what this little brain is doing, and we eventually get somewhere and we go, that's what it is, so we'll fix it. I'm a fixer. Okay, I went into humanitarian work. I studied all humanitarian stuff. So basically, that's what I am. I like to fix things, like people. I know that they're not the same as a car, but you know, I try. So anyway, I hope you liked my fidgets, and I will tag in my emotions cards, because I'm telling you, you might think you have it all together as an autistic, and no, you know your feelings. You don't. You don't until you study these cards, and until you keep having those confusing feelings and you're going, I know I've got feelings, but I don't know what they are. They're just going around my head. You need these and another person to play the game with, so to speak, and go, here's 3 cards. I think that's what I'm feeling. Let's talk about it, because it's weird. And then you feel better. You feel better. It's like a pill. It's like a tablet, right? But without any stomach damage or esophagus damage or liver damage or anything. It's just a very quick way to find out what the hell's going on in your brain. Because us neurodivergent people, too many things are going on in our brain that we don't know. Too many thoughts are too fast. Too fast. So anyway, I must take my sleeping tablets and start to unwind and do my late sleep hygiene routine, which I'll fail at. But hopefully, because I've had a busy day, I will fall asleep. And that'll be very helpful to Sir, because I think he's very tired. The Sir is very tired. I am a lot. I now have a team. The team seems to be growing because I'm a lot. So, yeah. So basically, I'm going to pack up my stuff, take my sleeping tablets, which is just my antihistamines, and go to bed and do my bedtime routine. So, thanks for watching, guys. It's a little bit extra long, but fidget boxes, it's not a video that can be done in short. And so maybe you've come back and forth to the video, or maybe you've just watched maybe just 10 minutes of it, and that hopefully was enough. I hope you got something out of it. But yeah, have a fidget box, make a pretty one. There are so many cosmetic boxes and all sorts of things to put it in. Circulate them regularly so that your brain gets a change of different stimulation. And basically, it is like also, we go through phases, right? Sometimes you're doing really great and you just need some really simple things just to get you by. And other times, in times of stress or whatever, you need to bring out like the really, really intricate ones, because it really does make a difference. I really do think that our brains need grounding, soothing, focusing, and unfortunately, patience. I'm trying. I'm learning. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.